So hello and welcome to this huge preview for the Colo Boca Juniors game. I saw AD in the comments. Hello AD.
Big W.
Yeah, the biggest match in the world. No, I'm joking. One of them. You too. Obviously I'm here with Rank, Boca Juniors fan. We are gonna do a watch out for it. Let's see. If I fall asleep, I will probably Rank can take care of that. Then obviously Matt, because he shares the same stream here, so he could end the stream. So it doesn't go for like 24 hours. But first of all on the list, we are going to do like I don't know how many. It's too many, but I'm not gonna. So this is the big game. First, we're gonna check our head-to-head. This is the official matches. 4 wins to Colo, 2 draws, and 4 wins for Boca. Hopefully, it's 5 for Colo this week. So the last meeting, I believe, it was in 2008 in the Libertadores.
Yep.
There was very, very interesting games. How did the games finish, by the way?
Well, in the Estadio Monumental in Chile, Colo won 2-0, and then in La Bombonera in Buenos Aires, Boca won 4-3. So it was a thriller of a match. It was one game for each team back in 2008.
Yeah, obviously 91, Colo draw and a win to go for in the Libertadores, and obviously we win it that year.
Yeah, that was the 1991 Copa Libertadores semifinals. Colo advanced after a draw and a win, and they went on to win the Libertadores in the final.
And obviously I know it's still Colo Boca, but it's on FIFA. The simulation and both finished on the same point, and then Colo won, I think, 3-2 the first game at home, and then they finished 3-1 or something. And now I simulate, and they both went to the final. So
wow!
If that happens,
I hope that happens.
Yeah, and Colo won that 3-2. So, but it was pretty close. It was like the last minute of the extra time. Hopefully it doesn't. So this is the official. We will come to that later when I have it. So obviously, let's move in. Who is the better manager?
Well, I'll let you speak first because I know you have a lot of things to say about Quinteros. What is your opinion on the Colo manager?
Should I go first?
Yeah, sure. You're the home team.
Yeah, obviously, sometimes he does stupid things that pisses me off really. Like he do the subs in like 69th minute to 70th, and then obviously down. And he obviously still play balados when he is playing against us basically. Like he had the chance where he should have paused it. Versus Colon in that friendly, and Paradise could have scored that last ever goal, but he decided to not. He lost the ball. So. But I think in terms otherwise, he's a fantastic manager. Whatever he's doing for this club is very good. Like, he won the Steli Super Cup and then Copa Chile. So very happy that. He said at the club he saved us from relegation, which thank God that happened because that was not a good year for Colo and lost in my other team in Sweden. So in my opinion, Quinteros is a much better manager, but because I have not really seen the Boca manager, I don't know if it's good or not. let's see in this game if he is. But in my opinion, I think slightly Quinteros, but I don't know. Let's see after the group stage race.
Well, I can tell you a bit. I can tell you a bit about Miguel Almiron, the current Boca Juniors manager. That is true, Mats. Well, Miguel Almiron has just recently become the Boca manager. I believe that he has so far 5 games at the club. He has been here for a short period after we sacked Hugo Ibarra. And he had to build back up a team that was pretty dismantled. It was ravaged with injuries, and there were a lot of inside fights between the players. The team wasn't playing that well. And I feel like it got off to a rough start. The schedule didn't help Almiron because we had some very hard games at the beginning, and we lost some of those games. But with time, it seems like Almiron has slowly figured out what he wants out of the players, what his best formation is. And I feel like this Boca team, compared to the one with Hugo Ibarra, looks a lot more motivated, has a lot more grit, is more passionate, and actually is starting to play a bit better. In the last, what was it, like 2 days ago on Saturday, we played Racing, obviously, a team that is also in the Copa Libertadores, and we beat them 3-1 at home, which was the best showing I've seen from Boca in this year, because we have been playing so bad. And I feel like Almiron has slowly been improving. I was very skeptical when he was appointed because he didn't have the best results at our clubs, but I feel like for now he's doing a good job, and he is turning Boca again into a competitive club, which we hadn't been for some time. So I'm happy with what Almiron has done so far, but like I said, he's only been here for a few matches, so it's very early to tell. I feel like Quinteros is definitely more proven, so I can see your point that he's probably the better manager, but I feel like Almiron has done so far a good job with Boca, and let's see how it progresses throughout the year.
Yeah, and obviously this is true. This is true. But I will get into that later. And also, you were talking about, the season, start of the season, which we will go in through next when we're done with this. Yeah, off topic, but what was it like watching the Boca during the South American summer?
Well, I'm gonna be brief. It was very strange because usually I was obviously accustomed to watching the World Cup when it was winter here. So yeah, it was definitely a very different sensation, but I liked it because, when we went out to celebrate, it was a lot hotter. So you didn't have to be in a coat or something. I felt a lot better about that. The times were also a lot better, but yeah, I don't know. It was definitely a weird sensation because I was accustomed to already watching the World Cup in the winter, but yeah, it's whatever, I guess.
Yes, and by the way, the next thing we're going in for right now, you talked a bit about it, and about starts of the season, the results. It haven't been the best. So let's take a look at it. So you can talk about game to game if you want.
Sure. Are you gonna? Yep. So what are we looking at here? Those games are from February. Yeah. So yeah, this is so far Boca this year. We started off to a decent start against Atletico Tucumán at home, but after that, it seems like we started to see some of the problems that Boca were having with our play. We drew a game at home against Central Córdoba, a game that we always should win because Central Córdoba are a tiny club here in Argentina, and we couldn't beat them at home. Then went on to Córdoba and lost to Talleres. After that, sure, we beat Platense at home. Against Vélez is a game that we should have lost, honestly. We were down to 10 men, and we managed to get a late winner with a header. And then we had a game against Patronato. That was the Super Cup. Of course, Patronato are in the second division, so I don't really look that much into that game because that is a game that we easily won. Benedetto, a striker that has been in terrible form, scored a hat-trick in that game and won us the Super Cup. So yeah, that is a game that I don't really read too much into because we were just playing really bad football up until then. And then it came the really bad results after that. Drawing to Defensa y Justicia at home. Sure, Defensa y Justicia is a good team, but at home it's a game that we always sure win, and we didn't manage to score. And if you move further, you can see that the results get really, really bad because we lost to Banfield, who at the time were bottom of the table. We lost to Instituto at home. Then in the Cup, we beat Olimpo, who are in the 4th division. We narrowly beat them, which speaks to how bad we were playing. We had a good game against Barracas Central in the league. And after that, 0-0 draw against Monagas in the Copa Libertadores. Monagas, a team that didn't get a single shot on target against us, even when we were down to 9 men, which speaks to how bad Monagas is, and we couldn't beat them. We lost to Colón at home. Colón at the time.
Yeah. Not everyone can beat Colón, by the way, especially at home. So.
Yeah, Colón were also last, were also bottom of the table when we lost to them. Colón hadn't won a game in the league up until that point, and we lost to them at home. Then the first game under Almirón, we lost to San Lorenzo. San Lorenzo is one of the best teams of the league currently, so I wasn't that mad about that result. We lost to Estudiantes at home. Estudiantes did nothing all that game, but we couldn't generate enough chances, and in the last minute of the game we conceded. So that really pissed me off, that game against Estudiantes. Against Deportivo Pereira, we played horrible football, and we conceded first and had to make a very late comeback with a header from Alan Varela in the 99th minute to actually win that game. But we played horribly and we deserved to lose. Then a game against Rosario Central. We showed some glimpses of good football, but Rosario Central are a very decent team currently, and their stadium has a great atmosphere. It was a very tough game and ended up in a draw. We also needed a late goal to draw that game. So you could see that these tendencies of us conceding first kept going, but at least the play was slowly starting to improve, but we still didn't get that many good results. And that leads us to the last game we played on Saturday against Racing. If you can show it, that we won 3-1 at home, and I feel like it was one of our best performances. So I feel like we are coming into this game against Colo Colo in good form. And as you can see, the next game after Colo Colo is El Superclásico against River Plate. So we have to play in El Monumental of Colo Colo and then go to the other Monumental to play against River.
Yeah,
so,
the fake Monumental.
Yeah, the fake one. But yeah, as you can see, Boca has a very tough schedule here because we had to play Racing. Then now we have to play Colo Colo in the Libertadores, the most important game, and then El Clásico against River. So we have a very tough schedule here, and we'll see how we manage it because we'll probably play our best players in all 3 of the games. But at least we won the game against Racing and we gave it a good showing, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, and also comment. Hello to Pookie. Hello. You want this interesting?
Hello, Pookie.
It is. Awesome. Yes, Albert. Let's go. But I'm nervous for this game, as I will talk about next. Big up, yeah. Thank you, guys.
Big up, Albert.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Let's go, Pookie.
How many times has each team won this cup? So Colo has won it once, 91. Boca has won 6 times, I'm like.
Yep. Boca has won 77, 78, 2000, 2001, 2003, and 2007.
And hopefully Colo gets the next one this year. As the next thing I'm going to talk about, I'm going to remove this, what we have done already, so I don't click on it. So the next, we have this one. Well, the season started with me being hopeful as hell, as I said we were going to win basically the treble. But, as stupid as I am, I was totally wrong when we lost to Magallanes on penalties. When Leonardo Gil got the red card, I was pissed off. Like, how can you do this? And it showed in the first game here that we came back strong by beating Copiapó with 5-2, with Bolado scoring 3 goals. The only game he has been playing good. Weird player. And obviously, that the players, the transfers play that game very well. Castillo, Lescano did not play that game, I believe. But you can see the 5-2 victory. Yeah, there was hype again that we are gonna smash the next team. But then we go and lose 5-1 with terrible defending. And that's where I believe I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be a very difficult season because losing 5-1 against a team who lost the next game that they played, it's weird. And now we beat Noblense 1-0, which was a good result. Next, we move into, this is the problem. If we don't beat these teams, we ain't gonna win the league because we need to beat this.
I mean, but that's Everton against, managed by Sean Dyche, so that's pretty hard,
Yeah, true. Sean Dyche. And no one else to click in, but that was just stupid defending. And then obviously we moved into beating Magallanes 2-0. That was a game where it should have been Magallanes at home, but they really could not play that home game now because they won the Libertadores. Then we drove versus Universidad de Chile, which
El Clásico.
Which was the start of absolute madness in the Chilean league this season, where it was a lot of controversy with the supporters. And obviously then we lost to Coreza 3-1, and then I was like, this is not going to be a good season. And when we conceded to the freaking goalkeeper, I was pissed off. Stupid mistake by Cortez that game. Then we switched to a 3-back, and we see what happens. We have 1-0 against Huachipato, very good game from us. Benengues came on and scored.
Huachipato is top of the league also, so that's a very good win.
Yeah, they are so lucky, by the way. That's why they are. Like, Jesus, how are they up there? When they were nearly relegated, so they should have been. But 1-1 against Deportivo, yes, it's not that of an easy team, but I take it at least. Draw away and then winning the home games. 0-0 against Católica. I'm solid with that result, but could have been better. Then we come into basically the next two games, which is Palacios' show, where he has scored all of our 4 goals.
Wow.
He scored 1 versus Monaco's a penalty, and then scored 3 versus Palestino. I believe he scored it. Didn't he? No, it was Oros who scored it.
Oh, okay.
It's basically the Palacios show. We played very good this game, and this game was a lost home game. It was not fans as supporters. And then we move into obviously 0-0. Bro, we were so saved by our goalkeeper, Fernando de Paul. We have 2 very good keepers, and that's what I like now. We have 2 great keepers who can challenge each other. And next 2 home games in the league, we will play it without fans. So, because the things happen in the El Clásico. So we move into this Boca game where 3-back, it works. We can see it works, but are we really gonna switch to a 4-back when it's a big team like Boca Juniors? Like it's a dilemma, which I think they should continue with the 3-back. Just play it safe. Try to do very good against their attackers, which coming to later. And obviously we have some very good players in this team, like players to look out for. For example, if Bosat plays really good, if he turns into a god, which I hope he does, and also Dan Pizarro, I don't know if he will play this game or start. Hopefully he does, but he I sent it in the Twitter chat earlier. When he drank Red Bull on the Colo YouTube, the thing on YouTube. You can check that video if you want.
Yeah. I remember Bosat in the Argentinian league. He was pretty good playing for Vélez, I believe. Bosat is a really good player.
Be ready. He's gonna come and destroy you. Like we have been some games we have been really good, and then we have been bad games. But I think we started to get form right now at perfect time, where we can beat Boca at home. Like, I know we can beat the big teams like Flamengo, Palmeiras, and Boca and River Plate at home. But I don't know. It's a very good, strange season, which hopefully I go into next, which would be pretty interesting that it's only that much in the stadium. It's only 24,000 fans allowed because, all the stuff going with especially with the supporters ruining games this season. The FA is not doing any shit. They don't really care. Chilean football is just getting dead at this point. And as yesterday, the Universidad de Chile Católica game, it was pretty it was pretty bad. But I think 24 fans, it's still okay. It's 45,000 or something.
Yeah, it's like half capacity maybe.
I don't know how many away fans it is going to be, but I'm sure
I would suggest something like about 4,000 maybe, or maybe less. I'm not sure.
You will be right on the other side on the stadium. Probably 4,000. So yeah, like it's at least it's not less than like 20, because that would be a problem. Because to have that boost of like 25,000 would be very key. Let's go into some comments before we move on to the next one, which would be which comment? Heritage. Yeah, it's heritage.
We have the heritage.
Yes, it's from Chile, the biggest. Obviously Chile. Boca has the best right back in the world, right? No.
No. The best right back in the world is Nahuel Molina. So like.
Yeah, good joke about that. Good joke.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
You disrespect Fuentes, so stop it. No. Yeah. So before we move on to the next thing.
Let's see if I can look at the chat here.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's fine.
Molina. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, good question. If Boca wins this game, 100% we're finishing first. If Colo wins this game, it's going to come down to what we can do in the reverse fixture at La Bombonera, because I feel like in La Bombonera, good one, Mats. In La Bombonera, Boca is a different beast. We have that heritage. We have all those fans. I feel like if we lose this first game in Chile, we can still make the comeback in La Bombonera, but then it's gonna come down to how many points Colo Colo gets against Pereira or Monagas in the regulatory fixture. I feel like the only way Colo Colo can top this group is if they win. So that's Colo Colo has to aim to win this game, in my opinion, because I feel like a draw will be very hard, because if you get a draw in this game, you have to get a result in La Bombonera, and that's very hard.
I fully agree. If we win this game, I think we just need a draw, basically, away at Boca. So
yeah,
whoever wins this game finish first, in my opinion. Legit.
Mbappe was on the other side, though.
No, he was on the left.
Whatever.
19 best ball.
True, actually true. El Rayo.
Yeah. So let's move on to obviously lineup that he wants versus. So let's do it this way instead, where we do it on the create formation. So, what formation do you think you will play?
Well, Boca plays 4-3-3 every single game. It's not what I prefer, but it's what's going to happen whether I like it or not. So 4-3-3 will be the formation for sure. Yeah, I feel like both teams will advance anyway, but this is still a huge game.
I dare Colo to not advance. I dare.
No. Colo Colo and Boca will both advance from the group, in my opinion.
So take me through the, you could say the goalkeeper to striker and left, so you could probably explain why they should start and this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's your lineup, so I'm probably gonna be muted, and I send the play. So you could begin. Who do you want in goal?
So in goal, I want, and it's gonna be Sergio Romero. People who watched the 2014 World Cup will probably remember. Also, Manchester United fans, I suppose. I feel like he's had ups and downs, but I feel like he's a quality goalkeeper still, and he will be in goal, in my opinion. For the center-back partnership, Gareca is currently managing Vélez Sarsfield, the club where he first won a league title, so he went back to his origins, basically. The center-back partnership, it's gonna, in my team, would be Nicolas Figal, who has been our best defender by far. His quality, his class, and he's been doing absolutely everything. And the other one would be Valentini. I don't think Valentini is registered because he's actually a fairly new player. I believe it's that, actually, the one from Aldosivi. But yeah, he came from the youth of the club, and after being loaned in Aldosivi, he came back. And I feel like he has improved a lot. He's a bit raw still. Yeah, Romero is still playing for Boca now. Valentini is still young, is a bit raw, but I feel like he's been slowly improving, and he's a good prospect, in my opinion. Left back is going to be Valentin Barco. Valentin Barco, also 18-year-old from the club. He's been our best young prospect of the last few years, and I feel like he's a really good left back, very good with his feet, very good technical ability. His defending needs a bit of work, but I feel like he's still a very good prospect, and I would start him at the left back position.
Who would you start as left back?
Valentin Barco, if he is registered, because like I said, he's also from the youth of the club. He doesn't seem to be registered, sadly, but yeah, that's because he's a very young player. So yeah, I don't think he's in there. But I feel like Barco is most likely going to be appearing on the left side. And on the right side, I feel like, despite... this is going to sound weird, because as Albert said, we have the best right back in the world, but he's not playing right back. in the right back position, we are going to have Marcelo Weigand, and who also came from the academy of the club. We have a lot of academy players, which is something I'm fairly happy about. I'm going to explain where Advíncula is playing currently, but in the right back, it's going to be Marcelo Weigand, who's also a very... it's a more defensive-minded right back, but also likes to attack a lot. And yeah, he knows what Boca is coming from the academy, and has passion for the club. So yeah, I definitely would include him in the 11.
Who do you want? Sure.
Marcelo Weigand. WEI. That one. Center midfielder, it's going to be Alan Varela, another one of our young prospects. He's been scouted by many teams in Europe. He scored that last winner against Deportivo Pereira. And I feel like Alan definitely has to step up in this kind of game. And let's see if he can stay with us for the rest of the year. That would be fantastic. But I feel like he's on course to going to Europe very, very soon. The other two midfielders, one is going to be Martín Pallero. English fans may remember him from his time at Middlesbrough. Now playing for Boca, I feel like he has been one of our best performing players. I feel like he's in great form currently, and I would definitely start him. As for the other midfielder, I would start Guillermo Fernandez, currently the captain of the team. I feel like he was very underwhelming at the start of the season, but he's slowly starting to improve. And I feel like we definitely need a player like him in the 11.
Who? Fernandez?
Guillermo Fernandez, yeah.
Left wing striker.
Left wing. So it's hard because this is where I will start Langoni, but I feel like he is still injured and he probably may go into the bench. So I feel like for the left wing for now, we are going to start Sebastián Villa, the Colombian player who's been very decisive for us, has a lot of pace, but I feel like he is not that clinical in front of goal. It's been very... what do you say? Like, it's been frustrating watching him because he's got a lot of pace. He can create a lot of good plays, but his finishing is not great. Let's hope that he's clinical in this game because we need that kind of clinicality from our players in this moment. And right wing is where we're going to play Luis Advíncula. In the last game against Racing, we actually played Advíncula in the wing instead of as a right back, and it paid off. It paid off huge. He got an assist that game, and he was creating so many runs, so many plays. So I feel like Advíncula will actually be our right winger. La Liga fans may remember him from Rayo Vallecano. He was an instrumental part in helping Rayo promote back into La Liga. And our striker, I would start Miguel Merentiel, currently on loan from Palmeiras, the Brazilian team. He's been pretty much our best striker so far. He is class, and he had a few minutes against Racing, and he got a goal, wonderful finish. He was pretty much a solo goal. So yeah, I feel like Miguel Merentiel is our best striker at the moment. And hopefully we can buy him in June instead of finishing his loan. I feel like we should get him, and he should be an important part of our squad. Is he really not there? A player from Palmeiras.
Who?
Miguel Merentiel. No, it doesn't seem like it's there. But he is going to start, in my opinion.
Great, they have only the...
It's fine. I'm surprised that we got most of the players in anyway.
Yeah.
So that would be my lineup. I feel like this team has a very decent chance of getting a win away in Chile.
So yeah, that's for that. And then obviously I'm gonna do it on footprint, so just not every single player's in there. So in goal, it's a dilemma which I have. Who I would start in this game because both of the goalkeepers we have is very good. I'm going for the start. I think he's probably the best. I'm going to play 4-3-3 for this. I guess. Or I just play this formation. So, Curtis and goal, obviously. Then it depends. Yeah, I'm going to go for Colo instead. Colo. This is obvious. Let's see if I'll mention it. Probably the best. One of the best players in this team. Very good centre back. Well, if he starts, which I hope he do, unless something happens. Next centre back. Yeah. Yeah, Danny Gutierrez has to start. He has been solid for us this season. Very good youngster. Yeah. Obviously, very. Isn't hopefully next Santos. I want him to start this game. He has started. That's the team that pretty much the backline is sorted, unless the goalkeeper situation.
Mm-hmm.
Which I won't be mad if Quintero starts the ball. Because a good keeper. Next, obviously. Joe. That's the start. And it's key here for us just, I guess he does something wrong next. Right. Play. I think he won't play that. Let's play it there. This season, most likely. Yeah, and now obviously we have the Guardian. Hopefully, it's gonna destroy everyone. Yeah, like Bosat.
I'm sure Bosat wants to score against Boca so hard, knowing his past in Vélez.
Yeah, like if you get Bosat, you're gonna be memed. I'm sorry, and we're gonna do a match reaction. Also to this game, but not directly after. But next, obviously the man has to start.
Colo
Yeah. Oh, I beg. Yeah, he has to start this game because or else he can move to the bench and then we can play Palacios, who has been. He's not in here, Yeah, that's what I want basically. This is what I want defensively. I think Boca is good attacking it, and we have to set up like that for the strikers. I beg. This is what I want. I really want. But I think in this game, I will say, Mr. Daniel. Sorry, let's stop. Is he not here? Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, you know what? I just put Holland there.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So Daniel Pizarro will start. Or yeah, I think I could do it on what you call it, the crate thing.
I feel like it's fine like this anyway.
Yeah, I think Yeah, let's see. We're getting home. Yeah. Yeah, this guy is stupid. Yeah. So the goat himself goes up. Yeah. Let's see. Where is that guy? Oh, stupid. Stupid, I'm sorry. There he is, and then obviously if Balado starts, he if he's fit, sure he will. This is the lineup I want, which I think will. I think this is the team to beat. Yeah, guys, because we have everything in this squad basically.
Yeah.
We have defense, good midfield, wing backs is very good. Obviously, Bosat, Hill, very good defensively, and forward passes. Damian Pizarro, the Chilean Holland, and Benagas. Yeah, so
Yeah, very good players. I rate a lot of these players, so I feel like that's a really good Colo Colo lineup.
yeah, so before so
I think we have a lot of comments.
Yeah, obviously we have something coming up in the next, but yeah, a lot of comments. Yeah, true. Messed up. Hello.
Yeah, Marcos Rojo is currently in Boca. He's recovering from injury. If he was fit, I would start him at center back instead of Valentini alongside Figal. But unluckily, he's still injured. He's still recovering. I'm hope that for the reverse fixture against Colo Colo, we'll actually have Marcos Rojo back because he was performing very well before his injury. But we'll see in what form he comes back, hopefully.
And obviously we will do not this is a preview of the match, but we will start early, like 40 minutes before the match, because we will talk so much before the game. So yeah. Oh my god, please go.
Actually true. Yeah, second best behind Haaland. Yeah.
Oh no, not
Yeah, actually true. Facts.
Yeah, exactly. Stop it. How is he playing? Yeah. It's fine.
We got all the names. Yeah.
Very bad. It's
very bad. Awful.
If you lose this game, it's the referees. I don't care.
Awful referees.
50. Long. No. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So the next thing, we're going back to that app. You know why?
Why?
Because we're doing this.
It's
based on this season. So.
Based on this season, okay.
What form? Let's start with the coach. Obvious, Quintero.
Well, yeah, I respect a lot the job Almiron has done so far, but I feel like I said earlier, I feel like Quinteros is maybe more proven. So yeah, I'm fine with putting Quinteros as coach.
So let's begin with what formation do we want? 4-3-3 or?
The thing is that Boca only plays 4-3-3, so I feel like any other formation will be kind of weird.
Yeah, straight. So let's begin with the goalkeeper. Obviously, we have Romero. for Boca Juniors. The only goalkeeper they have, basically. Colo, Cortez, and DePaul. Personally,
Honestly,
Matt is basically on this season only. And if this season only, it has to be Cortez.
I agree. Yeah. I feel like maybe Romero is the better keeper overall, but this season I think it's Cortez has been better.
Yeah, and look, Matt, forward. He is pissed at your comment there. So behave. No, I'm joking. Yeah, so let's start with the left back. For Coco, we have Wimberg and Bosat. And obviously,
Both that left back.
yeah, because we have Wimberg, obviously, but he has been like we count wing backs in it. We can count wing backs.
Mm-hmm.
Could be wing. You know what?
I kind of want to put Barco as a left back, but he's not on the app, so that makes it a bit hard.
Yeah. Bosat. He's been.
I rate both sides. Yeah.
Should we do 3 back instead, or?
No, I like this. I like this method.
Okay, so
at least for Boca, it's a lot easier.
you know what? Let's do the right back first. Obviously, we have Fuentes, who play right back, Jason Rojas, and Bruno Gutierrez. So probably for me, I would put Fuentes in that. Debate. He has been wonderful at that wing. He has been playing. Right backs for Boca, you have.
For Boca, we have Weigand and we have Advíncula. At this moment, I feel like I would start Advíncula as the right back. I said it in my 11 that I would put him on the wing, but if we are doing combined 11 with our best players, I feel like we'd rather have someone else in the wing, so I'll put Advíncula as the right back.
I fully agree on that. I think otherwise he has been, not that good for years, but
he's been inconsistent, but he's been performing a lot better in the last few games.
So you know what we should do. The centre backs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What first? First of all, see if Falcon has to be there. He has.
Well, if Falcon has to start, the other one has to be Figal. Figal has been our best defender by far. He's been completely amazing in every regard, and he had to play right back at times also. And Figal, he's been amazing. So I would definitely start him. Goodbye,
Please let me know your starting 11 as well. If you agree with something, disagree, feel free to leave it. Yeah. Hopefully I see in the stream. Hopefully we see people in the stream on the matchday. Yeah. Big up to everyone. CDM, obviously Paves, Pizarro, obviously you guys have Varela. I would put Paves, he's the captain.
I would put Varela. I really rate Varela. I feel like Varela has been so key to the few wins that we managed to pick up. I feel like Varela has been important in every single one of them. His forward passing has been so incredible. Yeah, I guess you can put it as another midfielder if you want to include Paves.
So, they lost Sian. Ooh, hello.
Hello, bacon lover.
Hello.
This last CM, it's very difficult because I feel like you are going to argue for Hill and I'm going to argue for Pachero. I honestly don't know. I feel like it's a 50-50. I feel like Pachero has been in really amazing form recently. He is one of our best signings of the season. I'm really not sure.
I'm going to put Vicho instead. So, here's my memory. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing the preview for Colo.
Doing good. Yep.
So it's pretty well. But on match day, it's gonna be very, not
It's
not
intense.
intense. It's not gonna be any fights. Hopefully everyone will be there. Yeah. So for me, I wanna agree with you, but if Palacios was in this app, I would have put him because he has been balling out this season. But I would personally agree with you on your Boca player, Fernandez.
Guillermo Fernandez, I feel like he's improving lately, but his entire season I don't really rate him. I feel like Martin Pachero has been more consistent overall, and he's been way better offensively. And yeah, like you said, Leonardo Gil, also another bowler. I feel like I can't complain if you put him in.
Next, we have the left wing position. So for Colo, we have Balados, Oros, Castillo, if you want to put him, but Jesus Christ. Also for Boca, you have Villa and someone else. I don't remember.
Langoni, but I don't know if he's gonna be fit. Ezequiel Ceballos as well, but he's also doubtful for the game. I feel like Villa can create a lot of chances, and he is very fast, has a lot of pace. I feel like I have a tingly sensation that somehow Villa is gonna score in this game. I don't know why. I have that sensation, and then I'm gonna be looking like a fool. But Villa has been so poor in front of goal this season. I feel like I cannot put him in the 11, honestly.
Yeah, but for me.
Yeah.
Even though I don't rate the guy right now, but let's move into the right wing instead.
Right wing instead. I feel like you could put, if you want, Merentiel as a right winger and then put your striker in that position. Oh, Merentiel wasn't in the app, right? That's annoying.
But anyone else you want to put in? Or
can Volados play on the right wing?
He's our winger.
Yeah, sure. And you can put Villa on the left wing.
Oh dear. Listen. He has to be in this anchor. The big youngster. The next Erling Haaland. He is going to get to Europe. How's goalkeeping? Pretty well. I think goalkeeping position was the hardest. Yeah, but we picked based on this season. So
yeah,
this is our combined 11 for Colo Boca Juniors. Obviously, let me know any changes you guys maybe want, or let me know if you probably agree with it.
I feel like it's pretty fair, considering how underwhelming Boca have been this season. We basically put the players that have shown up in most of the games. So yeah, I feel like I cannot really complain.
But the last thing we are going to do before we end
the most important thing.
Boom.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah, what's gonna happen really? I have zero clue, because do I want us to win? Yes. Do I think we will win? Yeah. I'm a bit optimistic about that, but I think it's gonna be a very good game. I think we have to score the first goal. If we score the first goal, then it will be a bit calm, because Boca units have to go for it, and maybe counterattacks with the players we have. We could be 2-0, 3-0, and so on. If we even go that far, I don't know. But I think Boca Juniors defensively, I think you guys are very decent. I don't think you will let a lot of goals in this game. So I don't think Colo will as either. But I think it will be a close game. A lot of chances. I think it's going to be chances not every time, but mostly it's going to be high intense football. The fans will be up for it. The away fans, the home fans. So it's going to be an interesting game, obviously. We'll do the watch on for it. So it's going to be pretty intense in the stream. Hopefully not.
Mm-hmm.
But my prediction, I don't want to be biased. I don't want to be, too negative about it. But I just have a feeling it might be. Let me know, guys, your prediction in the comments if you are watching. I don't think it will be that high scoring, like 3-3 or something. I think it will be very close, like a 2-1 to either team or like a 1-1 or something like that. I'm going for Colo 2, Boca Juniors 1. I think it's going to be one of those games where Colo scores first and then Boca Juniors tries to score 1-1, but then you guys can see that second goal, and then you guys have to push on for one goal, and then Colo defend for a while, and then obviously you guys get the goal in like last 20 or 15 minutes of the game, and then finish 2-1. But I don't think it will be like high scoring here. I don't see it being high scoring, in my opinion. But the way the defense have been for both teams, I definitely see a high scoring game. But it's the first game of these two in the Libertadores, this group stage, and they have a second game to play. I think it will be just a home win, I think. But it will be a good game. I will enjoy the game. So I'm going for a 2-1 victory to Colo at home at Stadium Monumental. What about you, Rank? How do you see this game going, and how do you think you guys will approach this game as Colo as well? Your prediction?
Well, I agree with what you said, that I feel like the game is gonna have a lot of chances, but it isn't really gonna be that high scoring. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of chances, but maybe the teams won't be that clinical in front of goal. Maybe there's gonna be good saves from the goalkeepers, clearances by the defense. I feel like even if there is gonna be a lot of chances, there isn't gonna be a lot of goals. Both teams like to be very electric, very offensive minded, and maybe that leaves them a bit exposed on the back. So I expect a great match, a great atmosphere, even with reduced capacity. I'm also going to predict a player to be sent off for each team. I feel like both teams will end with 10 men. I feel like there might be a brawl or something. That's just my thought. That's my prediction of what's going to happen. And then
see in the comments a lot of Forza Football. Our burger, and let me know your prediction for this game.
And for the prediction for the game, I feel like Boca is going to approach this game knowing how important it is. It's probably the hardest game in the group for us. Colo is probably, out of Monagas and Pereira, the strongest team, and playing in Chile is going to be very tough. So the Boca players know how important the Copa Libertadores is to the fans. So they have to put their minds into this game because, of course, we have to play River on Sunday. And I think that a lot of players may be a bit focused on that game. They need to focus on Colo right now. We have time to worry about River later on. Right now, we only have to focus on this game in Copa Libertadores. And I feel like it's going to be very tight. I feel like Colo will score the first goal, and then we are going to equalize, and it's going to end 1-1.
Ooh, so it's probably we have been kind of unbiased, but you could probably see why I predicted 2-1. Colo win. But yeah, obviously Matt said 2-2.
Ooh.
Be interesting, but yeah, obviously could probably. You guys, give your predictions in the comments. I will reply to. We will probably reply to most of them after the stream, or whenever we do. Yeah, but so schedule for this week. Also, we have the obviously the big watch along
On Wednesday.
On Thursday for me because
True.
it's night to night.
Yep.
Stay awake, do that watch along, and be just happy about it. Basically, try to not fall asleep as well. But hopefully the game is so intense that I have to stay awake. But,
Get some coffee or something like that.
Bring something up. Yeah, so obviously the match reaction will be obviously not after the game, but it will be later. So obviously I want to bloody sleep after the game, so
yeah,
obviously other stuff as well. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe to both channels. Let's see if we do the same, the preview for the next game between those two. If we do a rank channel or mine, I don't know. If we do it on here, Rank will probably be the host of that one, so he will be on my side where I am, and I will be on the other side because I will be the away team. But let's see what we do in the next preview between these two teams. Yeah, big up,
Thank you, Albert. Thank you for showing up.
Hopefully your Peruvian right back doesn't score. I'll be very angry, but thank you guys for watching. Big up to Albert, Cookie, Bacon Lover, Matt, Foresight Football, AD as well for joining. Big up, subscribe to all of your channels. Yeah, and hopefully Colo win or a draw. I don't know. I don't mind a draw, but just win. Don't lose this game because that will be boring as heck. Or basically a tough way. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Leave a like, subscribe. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you to Rank for joining. And I will see you all on Wednesday/Thursday for the watch along, which will be 40 minutes before the game, I believe, or 30 minutes around that. Let's see what happens. But let's see, me and Rank might, before, just record something before today or tomorrow or something. Yeah, thank you guys. Rank, any last words? How many likes?
How many likes? Well, this is a huge preview. We need at least 10 likes. Come on, guys. You can get there.
Smash the thumbs up. Tell your friends, tell your brother, sister, mother, grandpa, aunts, tell everyone to like this stream, like this video, like everything, subscribe if they want. See you guys later. Guys for watching. Peace out.